Hi, I'm Kevin Tain, and I work for the International Examiner, and I'm here to interview Jennifer Brower. Can you tell us what you do?
Sure. I'm the Garden Outreach Manager at Interim Community Development Association, and I run the Danny Wu Garden. Interim actually manages the garden, but it's owned by the Wu family. Danny Wu was a property owner, and he owned this land. And he was approached by, as we call, Uncle Bob Santos for the land in 1975. He approached him, they were hanging out in the International District, and Bob asked him if he could purchase this land, and so Danny said, well, how much would you give me? And then Bob went back and then came back to him the next day and said, how about $1 a year? And Danny just laughed at him. But they actually managed to have an agreement to do $1 a year, and then Interim would pay for the property taxes. And so Danny didn't want a long-standing agreement or lease, because at any moment he thought someone might buy the land or want to develop on it so he would get some money from it. But that actually never happened. We're not sure if it's because Danny Wu didn't tell Uncle Bob or no one actually approached him, because it is kind of landlocked.
Wow, so it's pretty like an amazing story, an unsolved ending.
Yeah, and so now the garden still stands here, and thanks to the City of Seattle as well. We have about 1.5 acres with Kobe Terrace Park, which is adjacent, kind of northeast part of the garden. And so the garden has about 100 garden plots and 75 gardeners. 3/4 are Chinese, and about 1/4 are Korean, and there's a few other ethnicities. But in order to get a plot, you need to be a resident of the International District, and low income gets priority, and then all the others fall under that behind them. So.
Can you tell us something about the plot?
Yes, there are, as I was saying, 100 garden plots and 75 gardeners. So the gardeners get about 2 plots per family. I had to cut it down because there was a long waiting list of residents in the International District who wanted to garden. And a lot of these residents were farmers in their home country, and so they have all these great farming techniques. And before, they had to farm in their tiny apartments, and there just wasn't enough space. And so getting out here, they can socialize and talk with their friends and get exercise and grow vegetables that they're used to eating. So it's a really great thing for them. So the plots actually don't cost anything. They're about 20 by 20, and if the person is low income, it doesn't cost. But then if they actually have a higher income, then they pay about the rates of the city pea patch system.
So it's like, mainly elders work around here to get exercise and to get natural feeling of the garden?
Yes, they're mainly elders. They actually get priority. A lot of the senior housing that's nearby is where the gardeners live, so they can actually watch the plots from their window, and then they can see if someone's taking their vegetables or what their neighbor is doing, and so it's really their life right now.
Can you tell us something about what you're sitting on?
Yes. So this is a project with the University of Washington Design Build Studio and the School of Architecture. We had a good relationship with a professor, Steve Bedaines, and most of the structures that you see in the garden are from the University of Washington Design Build Studios. It's a community design build studio. And Steve actually did quite a few of these, and then prior to him, there was other professors who helped out. So we're really grateful, and it's a great opportunity for the students and for our organization. So within 1 quarter, they took what I had conceptually wanted, which was an area for families to eat, a place for children to play, so it's a bit of a play structure, and just to redo this land, because there was a lot of crabgrass and overrun bamboo, and so they came in and just a short amount of time, they put this together, and it's been really great and positive. And I've seen a lot of people come out here and have lunch or coffee or meet with their friends, and it's kind of stadium seating as well. So if any organization would like to, you know, have a production or something that they could use this, they could actually call me up and reserve it, and then I would make sure that they could have it. So this green space here actually serves over 3,000 residents. So there's very little green areas for people in the International District and the outlying areas to go to. So this provides them that space to just sit up on top of the hill where the view is really beautiful, and you know, enjoy and walk their dog or eat or meet up with their friends. As I was saying, 100 garden plots and 75 gardeners. So the gardeners get about 2 plots per family.